Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing a very small haul with you guys. I went to this local thrift store that we have in our community. It is actually a charity thrift store. So they actually take their earnings and it goes towards the senior center in our community. And I do love supporting thrift stores that are actually giving back to the community. So I like going there every once in a while. There's a couple problems though. Number one, well, it's a very small thrift store, so I don't find as much as like when I go to a Goodwill or something. But also, there is no internet there, so I cannot check comps. So I have to trust my gut, which can be difficult sometimes, especially at this particular thrift store. The clothing is not very good, so I usually look at the hard goods because there's a lot of vintage stuff, but I like to look up comps on that stuff because I'm not as familiar as I am with clothing. So it's a little difficult. I have to trust my gut, and sometimes I end up buying things that I probably shouldn't have, but it's just hard. So anyway, let me show you the few things that I got this day. I was only there. I didn't want to spend more than 40 minutes there because I had other things to do for the day. So I only had 40 minutes. I did get some footage, so I will insert that footage first and then we'll get to the haul after.
All right, so we are entering in. It's actually a very cute little store. Today they had a couple racks outside with some sale items, 99-cent rack here. And this one just said, I think it said specialty. Yeah, specialty pink clearance rack. So this one just had the items priced as marked. But anyway, I didn't end up finding anything on those racks. So then I head inside, and this section here is right at the front of the store where they usually have like seasonal items and the things that they think are like more desirable, more high-end pieces are usually up in this section. I just really like the vibes of this store. It's very, very well set up. They do a very good job of maintaining it and making everything easy to find. Prices are marked on everything very well. They just do a good job. And by the way, this store is volunteer run, so it's all volunteers. I think they do actually maybe pay the manager, but everybody else is volunteers. But anyways, the manager knows her stuff, and she usually prices things very close to what they're worth. So it is a bit challenging finding things that are worth picking up for resale, but I just find this store really fun to look through. It's just a beautiful store. Those were really nice containers there. I don't know if they were jars or if they were salt and pepper shakers. I couldn't quite tell from watching it back. I thought that was a beautiful teapot. And how cute are these little containers? The jewelry in the windows is very priced up, unfortunately. There's some very beautiful pieces. Because it is for a community like senior center, a lot of the seniors in the area will donate their stuff here, and that's how they end up with so much really great vintage stuff. But unfortunately, they do know what they have and they do price it high. It's still just fun to appreciate and look at, and the prices are good for if you're picking them up for yourself, for sure, but usually not a lot of room for resale, especially with the jewelry pieces. But look at how fantastic this jewelry is. So much beautiful jewelry. By the way, this is all in a locked counter too, so you do have to ask for help for that. Next, I moved through the clothing. They did have yellow tags were 20% off. Everything else is full price. Their pricing is decent at the store. It's not like super high prices, but it's not a lot of quality pieces either. So it is really kind of like finding a needle in a haystack, finding anything to pick up. I think I found a couple clothing pieces, but there will be a haul at the end of the video, so you can stay tuned to see exactly what I picked up. Looks like I'm going through women's tops here. It is a bit difficult to film one-handed, so I do apologize for the camera work. I do my best, but I thought this was cute. I was tempted to get this for myself, but it was $4.99 and it just looked a little bit worn, so I decided to leave it behind. It would have been a good like office piece for when I'm working in the insurance office, but I decided not to get it. I ended up finding this short sleeve cool shirt for women. It was a yellow tag, so it was on sale. I think that was one of only a couple items that I found. So after a quick look through the clothing, I go to the back of the store. This is probably my favorite part of the store, even though I normally am a clothing and shoe reseller. I do dabble here and there in hard goods, and I don't know, there's something about the hard goods in the store being mostly vintage. It's very exciting. I just love looking at everything. It's really just fun to take it all in. Right here I'm looking through some vintage patterns because my mom collects them, so I'm trying to see what I could find. They were only 50 cents a piece, so I grabbed a few of those for my mom. And now I'm going through like the candles and candle holder section, miscellaneous hard goods. There was a lot of modern in here this day. And to be honest, I cannot remember what I found, but it will be in the end at the haul portion of the video. Try not to film anybody also. I'm very aware of trying not to get other people in the video. There wasn't a lot of people shopping this particular day that I was in there. Usually it is very quiet, but there was a lot of workers walking around, so. Some electronics. I usually don't even look at electronics. It's not really something that I focus on with my reselling. Okay, now we're looking inside of another case, and this one had some high-end bags, but they were priced really high, and unfortunately the Gucci was a fake.
Okay, so not much footage, but here is what I found. So I did find this Isaac Mizrahi, New York. So the only reason I got this, I don't buy this brand, but I got it because it's 100% linen and it's in amazing condition. It's just this white popover blouse. Now we are out of season for this, but it's a size medium and it was only $5.99, but it was 20% off yellow tag. So whatever that works out to be. And it's just a very nice, like beachy pullover or popover blouse. Oh, there's a little fuzz on it. But anyway, overall, I thought that was worth picking up for that price point. The other thing that I got, or I got a few things. The next thing that I got is from Dress Barn, another brand that I don't typically pick up, but I bought based on style and price. This is a size 22W, and it was $4.99. And I got it because it's this crushed velvet sheer. It's kind of like a tunic length. I can't think of keywords right now, but it's sheer, so you definitely wear it over the top of something. But this crushed velvet is very popular this season, and I just really like the combination of the sheer and the velvet, and then also being a plus size. And because I only paid $4.99, I thought that was worth picking up. All right, the next thing that I grabbed, based on brand. This is the brand Cool, which is a really good, like, outdoorsy hiking brand. It's a size medium, and it's just like a base layer. So it's a purple V-neck for like hiking and stuff like that. And this was also a yellow tag, so it was 20% off of $3.99. So that's all the clothing that I bought. I really have a hard time with the clothing there because they don't usually do sales. And when they do a sale, it's like that. It's only like 20% off, so it's not a big discount. And their pricing is just always just a little too high for what I would be looking for resale purposes. So I don't end up getting much from there. This I just thought was so sweet. So it's a little like painted glass to have the stained glass look, sun catcher. And it does have a branding on it, which I haven't had a chance to look up yet since, again, I couldn't look it up in the store. I would have, but it says Joan Baker Designs, hand painted. It was $2.99, so that's what I paid for it. But I just thought it was very pretty. Okay, this I was excited to find. So this is from Dr. Dennis Gross. For those of you who just know me as a reseller, you might not know, I actually used to work at Sephora. So whenever I come across high-end skincare, I know the value of it. So I'm always really excited. This is just like a one-time use pack. So this would have come in a box with probably 20 or something. But it's the Alpha Beta Glow Pad for body with vitamin C. So it's actually a self-tanner. Thank you. That's the words I was looking for. But this was only 49 cents. So I know it's worth at least more than that. I think, I don't know. Last time I wanted to get the resurfacing pads from Dr. Dennis Gross, the ones that are like travel size like this in individual packs. and it was like $60 for like a pack of 10. So I imagine I could get at least $5 to $10 for this, but because it'll be like nothing to ship, nothing to store, nothing to photograph, I went ahead and got that. All right, next, this is a brand I've heard of, the Breyer Horse brand, but I've never picked any up. And these are the mini Winnies. So I don't know if these have any value, but they were only 99 cents. Again, I couldn't look up comps, so it's really hard. I'm just trusting my gut. I've heard of this brand. I know the horses can do good, but I'm assuming it's probably the larger horses. But this was a cute little travel size pack. So even for $1, even if it doesn't, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Even if it doesn't have value, I know my youngest daughter would play with these. So I grabbed them, figured I'll look them up. If they don't have value, I'll give them to Millie. If they do have value, I'll go ahead and sell them. All right, and then the last thing I was so excited about. So this is a teddy bear, but it is Polo, and I checked the tag. It is actual Ralph Lauren, Polo Ralph Lauren. And I know that the embroidered bear polo like sweaters and stuff do really good. So I was like, I bet their bears are popular too. So this was only $1.99. Again, I just took a chance on it and thought, okay, if it doesn't have value, I'll give it to Millie. But I did already look this one up because I was so curious. As soon as I got my internet back, I looked this one up. And initial comp search, it looked like I saw a bunch listed from like 30 to 60, but I haven't found this exact bear with this sweater on yet. So I'll do more research. It might not be worth as much as that, but anyway, overall, it looked like the bears do pretty well. So that's all I got. It was kind of a shorter trip. Again, I really wish they had internet there because I feel like I would get a lot more if I knew for sure that it had value, but I don't want to pick up a bunch of stuff that I can't sell. So like things like this, where I know like worst case scenario, Amelia would play with it and it's only a couple dollars. I don't mind taking a risk on that kind of stuff. But some of the clothing or home decor that I don't really know about, but you guys know how it is as resellers. Like you'll be walking through and you're like, that looks interesting. I want to look it up. And I can't do that. So it makes it really challenging. If you guys have any tips on, tips or suggestions on how to get around that. I have thought about just like taking pictures of the things that I would be interested in and then doing a Google Lens search when I leave, but it's kind of out of the way. So I don't want to have to like leave and then come all the way back to it if something is worth money. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys do in that situation, but that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye now.